today's video, we're going to be talking about how to attract rich clients. Everybody loves people with the big bucks, people that can pay a whole lot of money and spend a whole lot of money in your business. So whether you sell products or services, there's people that can purchase a whole lot of your products, right? And there's people who can pay, high tickets for your services. So the question is, how do we attract these kinds of people? How do we attract people that spend a lot in our business? Well, that is exactly what we're going to be addressing in this video. And I'm going to be sharing 4 pointers that would help you to attract rich clients in your business. So tip number 1 is they care about structure. Okay, so how exactly does your business operate is something that they care about. Do you have a support system, that's appropriate in your business, that is well explained, right? Do you have a streamlined billing system? Do you have a very easy or simple, straightforward billing system? Or do you send them your personal banking information to get paid? So structure cuts across everything, and the way they interact with your business tells them whether or not these people have structure. So when there is no structure to your customer service, your customer support, there's no structure to your payment processing, there's no structure to your order process, there's no structure to your billing system. When all of these things are not really structured, it creates sort of like a red flag, right? And makes them skip right past. The second thing is they are persuaded by branding. So how you appear matters. Now, I know a lot of people say, hey, it doesn't matter how you look or how you dress or how you, what matters is what's in your heart. Well, if you're looking for people who are going to spend a lot of money in your business, what matters is not in your heart. What matters is in your appearance, how the business is perceived, how your brand is perceived, right? So sometimes you could be shooting yourself in the foot by not paying attention to your branding, right? Usually rich clients buy into the brand first before even the product, because one thing is most likely common. The pricing is not so much the bottleneck, right? It's more of the other superficial things, right, that they care about. And of course, I'm going to explain further along in the video, right? So your branding is just as important. Do you come off as someone or as a brand that is desperate for their business? That's a no. Do you come off as somebody who is not professional? Do you come off as somebody who is not organized? Do you come off as somebody who is not structured, right? Your branding matters a lot. How you are perceived. If you're perceived as somebody who can cater to luxury clients, who can fulfill large orders, right? You have to throw those signals out there. You have to throw those pointers out there, right? In your branding. And of course, this is not a branding conversation. If you want to learn more about branding, there's tons of resources right here on YouTube that can help you out with that. But you want to pay attention to branding as you go along, because rich clients do not buy chaos. They buy structure, they buy brand, right? There has to be systems to things. Your branding has to evoke a certain kind of aura that gets them to move their wallet. And number 3 is they want to save time, right? So thus they are always thinking convenience. How convenient is this thing, right? So the less amount of work that is required for them to take action or to use your product or your service gets them to that buying decision even faster. They want convenience in everything, essentially, right? How much time are you saving them, essentially? Remember I mentioned in the previous tip, right, where I said most of the time the pricing is not really the bottleneck. It's not the bone of contention. It's everything else, right? And so convenience is part of that everything else. How easy is it for them to work with you? And then finally, they love concierge experiences. So they want an extra help. So this is where you have to think about your upsells very, very carefully. You want to make sure that you're creating some sort of concierge, package, right? Or upsell, and they will conveniently love to pay or buy more, right? Where they see that they are getting a bit of a special kind of treatment, right? They would gladly pay for it. That's something that you have to know. They would gladly pay for it. So you should always look to have a concierge experience, right? And it ties very much to convenience too. Okay. So, in your upsells, how much more workload can you take off from them when it comes to your services, right? You could create a different category that seems like it's just for them. All of these things signal that you are their kind of vendor, you are their kind of service provider, right? As the case may be. So these 4 things, remember them very, very carefully. They care about structure, right? They care about branding, they care about convenience, and they love concierge services. So when you're designing your offer, right, you're designing your product, you want to think about, how do I tap into every single one of these? How do I look organized at the top? How does my brand scream luxury, scream class? How does my product or my service save them time, convenience, right? How easy is it for them to use? How can I treat them better? How can I give them that special treatment, right? That gets them going, wow, this is amazing, right? So that's exactly how you attract rich clients. These are some of the things they care about. Of course, amongst many others, we can't cover every single thing in one video, but with these four, these are good pointers that would help you nail your marketing, nail your branding, nail your systems, your operations better to attract rich clients in your business. Thank you for watching this video. On this channel, we talk about business, economy, and finance and make it so simple that your business can immediately take action and ultimately help you earn at least $100,000 every single year, as many times as you so please. So be sure to subscribe for more content just like this one and even better, and like, comment, and share so we can get the word out to even more people.